Hi everyone, and welcome to another pick a card reading. This time we're asking the universe, how can I better ground this vision? So there is something that you have envisioned for yourself, something you want to do, an opportunity that maybe is unfolding for you that you don't quite know how to ground it better. It's like you're asking the universe, please enlighten me. What should I do? What's my next step? How can I ground this? And this is for those visions, projects, ideas that you can see yourself getting there, but you're kind of like not knowing exactly how to approach it from where you're at right now, because you do know that there are certain things in the in-between that you need to kind of like go through or tackle or learn or whatever, you know, the process of getting there, the process of getting to the summit, to the accomplishment of this vision. And you are, okay, I'm going to do this. Enlighten me, universe. How can I better ground this vision without losing focus, without losing sight of the path that is taking me there, the path of least resistance, the path in alignment with your soul and where you want to go. It's like, show me the best way forward, universe. How can we do this in a way that is in alignment and it feels that is unfolding with ease? All right. So we have 3 cards. Take a deep breath. Surround yourself with white light. Ground yourself. You can pause the video if you need to. And these are your options. Nüwa with creation. And I believe this is Rhodonite. I have to double confirm. It's funny because this is the second time it appears on the first card for a pick a card. We got Kwuan with compassion and clear quartz. And we have Rhiannon, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, with Enchantment, and Mookaite. All right, so take as much time as you need, pause the video if you need to, and whenever you're ready, you can go into the description box below and I'll have timestamps there for you so you can jump straight into your reading. And on that note, see you guys in your pile. Hi, pile number 1. If you picked Nüwa with creation and Rhodonite, this is your reading. We are going to pick cards together. So already this is a creation from the heart that wants to be birthed into the 3D physical. So my goodness, already very chatty. And it's like you have the vision. They're pointing me to all the gold on her crown, on her forehead. Like you've received these ideas, you can see the vision, and this is why you are ready to move forward, because you can see it, you know, you can see the outcome. But it's like the in-between of from where you're at right now to getting where you want to be is where you're like, how do I get there? what do I need to do? What do I need to harness, create, summon type of energy? It's like it's not the same to, you know, take a walk to your backyard or your neighbor's house or apartment than it is to go to a country in the other side of the world you've never been to. You can see yourself getting there, right? But you're like, when is the correct time? You know, how am I gonna get there? Yes, a flight, but it's how many flights, connections, you know, all this logistics that you haven't explored before, because this is something you haven't done before. And it feels like it's bigger or farther than what you've usually reached to, like reached for. Yeah, and you want guidance on how to ground this. This feels like a creation, like something that maybe, let's see what else comes through with the cards, but like it says creation. I feel like it's, I guess everything is a creation, no? Let's see. Yeah, it's very heart-centered. It's like you want to ground your heart. This is that energy of like, oh my God, I can see it. I have the idea. I can see the vision of it being, of like you being it, you experiencing it, you creating it, you having it in your hands or in your physical experience. And you're like, how can I better ground this? And there's this energy of like sticking to your truth a lot. Like opening yourself up to communicate from a place of authenticity. Like bringing that heart-centered energy into the communication of things, because it's through the communication, through the research, right? When you start planning the trip, that you start seeing the pieces more clearly on how to get there. But you have to be really, there's like so many here and they jumped. I'm gonna take the ones closer to me and leaving the rest. Yeah, so it's in that process of like, if you stay true to like, okay, I want to get there and I'd like to get there this day because whatever, like stay truthful to your vision, stay truthful to your heart. And when we talk about heart, is the concept of understanding that this feels exciting, that this feels aligned with what you want to experience, what you want to create. And you're not trying to bend your own truth in order to accommodate things that you perceive that will take you there, but are not in full alignment. Like saying you really want to get there on a boat instead of an airplane. And it's like, oh, but it's like so much faster and whatever. It's like, but no. And then you're like, oh, it's right. Like, I just need to get there. But you want to experience the boat experience. Like the journey to it is also really important. You should also be aligned energetically from a heart-centered space through the journey, which is something that gets lost frequently in the achievement of goals. Like we set a goal and for, you know, let's say money, like, okay, I want to make like whatever, $8,000, $10,000 a month, whatever that is. And And maybe you can find a job that pays you that, but you want to do that through your own creation. Like you have this product that you created and that's how you want to make that money. It's like, it has to be in alignment, the entire process. It's not only the goal, it's the process of getting there and how you're getting there. Make sure that all of the puzzle pieces are in resonance with your heart. Because it's literally, now that I say that, they present it like a puzzle, where like the ultimate goal is all this like beautiful little puzzle pieces that have this vision and this creation and this picture, and then the other puzzle pieces don't connect because they're from this other story that is not in the same vibrational alignment, right? Because you might be doing something that you don't quite really want to do, but it's taking you to the destination, right? Sometimes the goal, we focus so much in the outcome and in the goal that we lose the fact that everything should be in connection to your heart, that you should enjoy the entire process. And this is why when you have a goal and you start getting anxious about it, you start getting, not anxious, impatient about it, it's probably because you're not enjoying the ride. Because when you're having fun, like let's say, I don't know, for some reasons, like you're in line to go into a concert, and the line is not like annoying because you're surrounded by all these people that are dressed up, that are singing the songs, you're with your friends, and it's just like so fun and so cool, the entire experience. Even waiting in line, which tends to be a really annoying process when we think about, oh, I have to wait now, I'm in a line. But you're in line in alignment, right? In alignment with the right people, with the right energy, with the right experience, taking you to the ultimate goal, which is experiencing the concert, right? All right, so that's like, I haven't even like started the cards. So let's start the cards. Your cards are really shoddy. There's a second one from this deck that came through. But I'm gonna put that one, I'm gonna put it here. And then I'm gonna put, you got two of these ones, so I'm gonna put it right here. And then this one, I'm gonna put it, actually I like these at the end together. All right, so let's go. Let's do this. Let's see if we have enough space here. Protection. Great way to start this reading because there's that energy of like, I just want to get there. Right? Because there's that, you know, let's just get there. But know that you're protected throughout the process. Willing release. Yeah, release control of the timeline, release control of how exactly you're going to get there because you're figuring it out as you go. You're allowing the universe. It's funny, there's an orange butterfly here, orange butterfly. It's like your wishes are protected. So when your wishes are protected, you can release control, you can surrender, you can let go of having to figure it out all by yourself, right? You can let go of having to have every single piece sorted out. There's this trust in that you are being released into the correct path for you, and that you're protected, that you can follow your heart because every step of the way you are protected. And we got number 11 here. Self-reliance. And I feel like this is a lot about connection with yourself and your intuition. And I love that there's a little ladybug here. That's more good fortune, more good luck, more protection. Like, you're being guided by the universe. You are protected. Your wishes are protected. You can let go of control. You can let go of the tree. You can ground yourself and take a deep cleansing breath in and allow for the universe to tell you what's the next step, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it doesn't like paint the full picture. When you're driving in the dark, and let's take a shorter trip. Now this is a road trip, and it's to like 2 or 3 states or countries, depending where you are on this planet. Down, you've also never been, but you trust that the car will carry you, that the GPS, in this case, the GPS of your soul, of your heart, of your intuition will guide you. And you just need to like drive your car 1 mile at a time, 1 kilometer at a time. Like, you don't, like, you know where you're at, you know where you're going, and you just have to like start driving. Follow the GPS. You have your own GPS. Self-reliance. You come with your own GPS. It's when you start to like try to grab other solutions that are not in alignment because they seem more standard, or they seem more like faster. Like, for example, you have this product, you want to make this amount of money a month, but you're like, well, if I get a full-time job, I get the amount of money and I don't have to figure all of this out. But will you enjoy yourself every day of your life? Are you committing to this job for the rest of your life? Like, is this, you know, it's if what you want to commit for the rest of your life is that creation, then find the way, because ultimately that dream is protected. And you have the GPS within yourself to take each and every single step forward that you need to in order to get there. So go get it. We got the altar of fire, good juju. And number 22, look, 11, 22, master numbers, increasing so. They're telling you your wishes are not only protected, there's good juju, there's good vibes. Again, the ladybug, the butterfly of protection. You can ground this. Look how there's mountains and pyramids and trees. And the fire is that confidence that fuels your steps forward through your intuition, through your inner GPS. We got here the 4 of air, koala. Thoroughly think things through before making a decision. Continuing to overanalyze isn't going to get you any closer to a resolution, but meditation and prayer will bring the answers you seek. I love it because it's more of that confirmation that you got the answers inside of you, that your heart and your intuition know what is your next step. And again, it doesn't like your next, sometimes we're like, oh yes, I do this, and then boom. It's like, no, it's a process and you're unfolding it. And the first steps, because they're so, in a way, I don't want to say so far from the destination, but if we're like talking, 3D talk, you're going from point A from point B, then yeah, like this is the distance. But if you take that next step, powered by your imagination, you're closer. And then you take this step and you're closer. You see? And you start seeing clearer the path forward, and you start to understand better, because throughout the process, you're also adapting, creating, understanding the frequency of where you're going. If you don't immerse yourself in it, it's very hard to get there in an aligned way, because what we're talking about here is going into a destination, creating something in your life that is fully in alignment with you the entire way. So how to ground this vision? Know that your vision is protected. Know that this is something that you can totally do. And I think like this is why you're in this reading, because you already saw the vision. You already know that this is possible. But then you're like, but how? How to make it happen? How to make it happen? You have the answers. Take a nap, meditate. Don't put pressure on yourself. So don't overanalyze it. I think like we have the answers sometimes so clearly within ourselves, and the overcomplication happens with the noise. With like, well, if I just need the money, then I just get the job. And it's like, okay, cool. I mean, you can totally do that. Everything you want is supported. But it seems that there is a heart-centered energy about this. You want to feel peace. You want to feel excitement. You want to do this, self-reliance. Like you want to do this for you. So the universe is saying, your vision, yes. Let's confirm that first part. What you saw, you can have. How to get there? By listening to yourself. Self-reliance. Rely on your own intuition. Don't let the gears of the brain go. I love to say that it's like we were programmed in opposite directions. Like it's the heart will tell you what it wants and what you are capable, fully capable of creating, experiencing, being, whatever. And the mind will help you put the pieces together. But we live in a world that programmed us that is like, no, you have to be logical about everything. Like, and here's a little roadmap. So everyone can follow the same roadmap. It's like, no, thank you. You have self-reliance. You have your own path. You have your own intuition. You have your own set of skills, your own set of experiences, your own set of gifts that you want to unlock, experience, and share with the world, right? Your creation. Talking about creation, we got another 4. This is a 4. So probably 444 can be a very significant number in your path. And we got the mother, birthing a creation. This could literally be like motherhood for some of you, right? That you don't have to like overthink it or put pressure on yourself, that you are protected. And when the time is right, this turtle, you'll be able, as you move forward, to shed your skin, the snake over here, and become the mother through the process, right? Through the process of gestation, pregnancy, birth. And I'm giving a very motherhood, pregnancy example, but this goes with everything. When you have a creation that you want to share with the world, it does not just appear in front of you. Even with a baby, you have to create the environment as the pregnancy continues to receive the baby. You know, decorate the room, buy the furniture, celebrate the little milestones along the way, right? Follow the app with, oh, my baby is a little cherry today. Now it's a watermelon. Type of energy, you know, oh, here's the baby shower. Oh, like here's the gender reveal. I don't know, like you have fun throughout the process because it is a process, but you can have fun through it. Every milestone, every step of the way should be something exciting and fun and something that you learn more about yourself and your own creation in the process. But there's this energy, and I see this too, yes, as like I said, like step away from the tree, as like you don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to seek shelter, like you're protected. You can keep moving forward. But there's also this energy of grounding. Like put your hands on trees. Sit down on the soil, on the rocks, on the grass. Maybe even climb a tree. You know, a good, you know, be safe. But, you know, just connect to the earth. To all of its elements, because there's this energy here of air and of water and of earth and of fire. Like you have all of the elements, which is more confirmation of the universe saying, hey, you have everything you need to take the next step, because that's the other blinder. It's like, but I don't have everything I need to like be here. It was like, and that's fine. You're gonna collect everything along the way, but you have to start with the first step. You have everything you need to take this step. So take that step so the next one can unfold. We got generosity. Yeah. Okay, so this is like a little, like a slightly deeper advice on how to move forward. So this is a creation, right? When you create something, usually you share it with the world. Like if you make a painting, you exhibit it at a gallery, or I don't know, like you put it up online, like whatever ways, right? So maybe allow yourself to share your creation with others along the way. Like you don't have to be like, oh, but I want it to be this way, you know, here where we're going. And that's when, that's when everything comes together. That's when you reach the summit. That's like probably you're gonna level up, next project, moment. But in the meantime, you don't have to hide the process of growth, right? You don't have to be like, oh, this has to be perfect, or this has to be how I envision the end goal. Allow your creation to grow with you. And allow your creation to serve the world in whatever ways it serves the world. By bringing beauty, by bringing awareness, by bringing joy, by bringing peace, by bringing excitement, whatever your creation gives. And also this generosity of like, be generous with yourself, as in like, don't try to make the process any different from what your soul is calling you to. That is being generous with yourself. You deserve a process that every step of the way makes you feel excited, makes you feel like you're learning something, unlocking something, getting better, improving, getting clearer, getting closer. You can give yourself that. Oh, I love it. Gratitude. Hishikit. I don't know how to pronounce that, but her. Gratitude. More butterflies. Ladybugs might be significant. Doves might be significant. Butterflies can be significant, especially orangey yellow ones. It's funny, they both have flower crowns. She also has a crown. Turtles, snakes, koalas. Yeah, practice gratitude for the journey, for the process. Every time you get like an idea for the next step, say thank you. When you go and do it and you feel that fire, this good juju, because that's the thing, as you take those steps forward, it's like you're fueling yourself. You're like a hybrid car. You keep fueling yourself along the way, and gratitude magnifies all of that. So whenever you receive like, oh, I can do this next, and those things that you receive, they're gonna feel so small. Like, trust those, right? Trust those, because those are like very attainable, right in front of you, little steps that are actually moving the needle forward, that are actually moving your avatar into the destination that you want to arrive to. And when you receive that next step and you say thank you, when you do that next step and you feel the fire, the excitement of like doing it and feeling the alignment of it, because that's the thing you receive and you're like, oh yeah, that definitely makes sense. Let's do that. It's very small. It doesn't even make sense to where I'm going, but like it does, I feel like it does connect, right, to this puzzle. So let's go for it. And that's like really reassuring, right? That you feel so aligned to it, so open to it, that you can see that it can be done so easily in a way, right? Maybe not super easy. Some things you might get a little nervous about. You might need to put a little bit of time or energy or money or whatever, but it's like so doable. Like you're like, oh yeah, whatever. I can get over that and just do it. Like it could be very small. And when you do it, you're gonna feel it. That's what I'm saying. Follow those nudges, even if it's very, very small. And I think the smaller it is, the easier it is for you to start trusting this process too. Because you're gonna be like, oh, that's super easy. I don't know what's the point of it, but sure, stay open, do it. When you feel that excitement after doing it, you're like, oh yeah, like that's you confirming to yourself, I'm in alignment. I just did something that is part of the puzzle piece that is gonna get me to this. And this is exciting. And this is fueling me. And this is moving the needle forward. Oh my goodness. And you got 333, support, growth, creativity, talking about creations, joy, community, vision, talking about vision, talents. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. You see, this is why, like, along the way, you should share your creations. You should share, you don't have to like share the full-on process, but I don't know. It's like you want to make jewelry, but the jewelry that you have in mind is very intricate and whatever. And you want to take this course and you're really excited. And the jewelry that you're making right now is like, you make it at home, it's for you, and it's like, it's cute, but it's not the vision that you have. And that's why you haven't like super shared with anyone. It's like, no, like, I feel like you should share it, at least with your like close friends and family. I think that's a great gateway to start sharing it with more people. Give yourself the opportunity to share your creations along the way, because they are growing with you. Sometimes we want to share the final outcome when the process of growth with us is part of it. It's part of you reaching the destination. We got 8888, personal power, material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to assure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. Again, more confirmation that you have everything at your disposal to get to your destination, that your wishes, that your vision is protected, that you can release control and allow yourself to go deep within to find whatever next steps you need to take, and trust in that. Trust in your own intuition about it all. And just go for it. And you got so many powerful angel numbers here. You got 11, you got 22, you got 333, you got 444, you got 8888. Like, this reading is just yelling, you got this. You just need to trust in yourself. Release control, release the fears, release the doubts, release the noise of the world, right? Go introspective, go in your cocoon, take a nap, meditate, journal, just introspect, ground yourself in your vision, right? Because you need to ground this. And it says, your struggles are a part of your story, but they don't define you. You're so much more. You are so much more. You are this beautiful creation, because this is the thing. It's like the energy that resides in the creations that are birthed by you is even like, it's a closer energy of The creation is you. You is the creation, you know? You are so much more. You need to allow yourself to share this. You are your creation as well. Share it. Let yourself and your creations shine. And just to wrap it up, let's do some tarot. Okay. Here's some big changes happening. I think for some of you, there's a little bit of overanalyzing or doubt or fear because it seems really big, and it seems that the mindset shift that you have to have is really big. But the universe is like, altar of fire, good juju, go for it. You are supported. You are supported. You have everything within yourself to find these answers. You are protected. So see how they're falling, but there's a blanket here. You are protected. You're not gonna hit the ground, even though it might feel like you are. You're not gonna hit the ground. Keep moving forward. You are protected. You are in this journey. And it's almost like you're already in it. It's like you can't get off the roller coaster while it's, you know, doing its thing. You have to just, you're in it. And it's okay, because in this case, it's like, this is something you want. You're asking the universe how to ground it. You're in it. Just keep going with it. Keep going with it. Keep giving of it. Release any nervousness, you know, just shake it off. Practices that help you relax, like time in nature. I don't know, singing, music, watching a movie, you know, staring at the stars, staring at the clouds, swimming in the ocean. Okay. Yeah, and there's tension. There is some tension. And this is, I love that it landed with the willing release, because it's like, just release the tension. You have everything to gain success. Look, material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources. You know, it's, you have everything. But I feel there's a little bit of resistance, a little bit of tension, a little bit of doubt, a little like, oh my God, really? But it's almost like, like you're in the roller coaster and it started, and you're like, oh my God, really, I'm doing this? Like, yeah. And it's a little bit too late to kind of back out. You're in it. And it's a good thing. Aura agrees. Oh my goodness. She jumped on the chair with me. Okay, what else? Yep. More fire. This is altar of fire. Good juju. Go for it. This is a new beginning. There is success, there is inspiration, there is the resources to start this. But you just have to, it's like you have to just go for it. You're on it already. You're protected. Just go for it. Like, release this tension, release this doubts, release this fear. You know, release the also the notion of like, you have to fight for this. You don't have to fight for the things that are yours, that are in alignment with your heart, that are in alignment with your soul, with your heart, with your cosmic beam. Like, you have your own cosmic beam. I have my own cosmic beam. Everyone has their own cosmic beam. You don't need to fight for anything. It's yours if you want it. And I think, like, once that you see, like, this is like so much chaos here, and there's kind of like everything red and kind of dark, but like moving forward. And then this feels, even though there's tension, it's like more clear, And then here is more clarity. And here's the snake again. Of a new beginning. Fueled by your heart, by your intuition, by your by your passion, by your fire. Passion and fire together makes fashion. Creations, though, you see? Altar of fire, good juju. I don't know what else to say to, like, good juju, good juju. It's okay. You're protected. Good juju. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. You just need to, like, this is not the full end destination, but this is you mastering your craft, sharing it along the way, even though you have not achieved that 10 of Pentacles moment, but you're sharing it. You're sharing the process. You're sharing something that you love. You're getting better at it, and you're enjoying the freaking ride. Go enjoy the freaking ride. All right. That's pretty much it. I wanted to give you maybe like a timeline of something, but there are no timelines showing here. But it's a lot of very fiery energy. So it's kind of like getting out of that ethereal space where you have the ideas and the vision, and you might be even like researching about it and talking about it, but it's like, okay, just go for it. Do it. Do it. But take that pause to kind of ground yourself within yourself, in your intuition, in the vision, and align it with the next best step forward that feels aligned to you. And how do you know that? You know that because when you think about that, you're like, oh, I can totally do that. 1, 2, it excites me. And 3, I can kind of see how this is supporting my path from here to here. Okay, and on that note, if you ever want a one-on-one reading with me, you can book your reading on sparklingcarla.com. Follow me on sparklingcarla on Instagram. I also have a newsletter I send out like once, maybe twice a month. You can sign up on my Instagram link in bio or on my website, sparklingcarla.com. What else? Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your energy with me. I hope this reading resonated and that it gives you the fuel and the fire and the energy and the confirmations to go for your dream. Do it for you. Do it for the world. You know, we need more heart-centered, beautiful creations in this world to see, experience, and take in. I wish you all the best. Please share any comment, anything that resonated for you. You can share your story with me. I love reading your comments and I respond to all of them. What else? Yeah, share, like, subscribe. And if you think someone who can benefit from this reading on how to ground their vision, please do share it as well. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. See you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose Kwuan Yin with compassion under clear quartz, this is your reading. We are going to pick cards together. I think what I'm feeling is this like energy of like a wide, like her, like a wide white veil, but imagine it as I'm seeing it maybe like as light all around you, but mostly like, you know, like this nets that you put on beds, like a veil, but it's fully around you. And that's like the veil of compassion that you need to kind of wrap around yourself. You know, maybe you're being too hard on yourself and that energy is not really conducive to ground it from a place of peace and love and compassion. What you're trying to I guess magnetize, create, experience, manifest into the physical, mold into the physical. Like, you have to connect to gentle things. I'm thinking like literally flowers, a pet if you have it, things that just like spark that like warmth in your heart, and understand how that feels and how you operate towards those beings, entities, objects, places that open compassion within yourself, so you can translate that into you. Because sometimes we are capable of so much compassion with other people more than with ourselves. Like, we can tell a friend, dude, it's okay if you know, didn't achieve that this time. I'm sure like you're just gonna try again. You know, you're just gonna prep better. You just probably learned that, oh, right, that thing didn't work out that well for that. So you just try again. Compassion. Like, you're not judging, you're not telling them they're a failure, you're not telling them that, you know, they're never gonna achieve this vision, ground this vision. Compassion. Right? You didn't tell a flower like, oh my God, you didn't like bloom? Why didn't you bloom just now? Oh, you're gonna, oh, okay, flower, you're gonna take 2 weeks to blossom? Ugh. Jesus. No, right? No. We just say, oh my God, you're a beautiful plant and I just need to keep having patience and keep nourishing you, keep nourishing your flowers, keep nourishing the vision of you blossoming. Ooh, oh my God, this exploded. Yeah, it's like you're all over the place. I don't know if these are the cards, so I'm just gonna do it again. Yeah, and it's just not creating a positive energy for yourself. Don't practice more compassion with yourself. Maybe it's also about rushing. Like, you want to get there now, so you get frustrated, and you get frustrated with yourself, and that creates like not a very harmonious mental dialogue, right? And our mind, what we think, has the very big power of shifting our emotions, and our emotions will shift our frequency and how we perceive things and how we operate and how we do things in the daily basis. So when you're like frustrated with yourself, when you're like, why are you so slow? Or why haven't you figured this out? Or why are we here yet again? Or whatever, it's just creating that annoying, judgmental energy that is not conducive for you to feel happy and joyful and explore your process. So how do you ground this vision? Hopefully we're gonna get more information, but with the rest of the cards. Oh my goodness. But I feel like the first step here is that you have to get more clear with yourself. And I'm not sure this is so much about the vision. It could be an element of it. Like, maybe you're like, oh, like, it's this thing, but I don't quite know. So it's okay. So you don't have to have all of the pieces together. Maybe you're being called to like ground this vision in a certain way right now, and as you go, more things will develop, right? But you don't get frustrated with yourself or with the process, you know? I mean, I think that this energy feels like it's better to get frustrated with the process a little bit than with yourself. Because, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, I just need a nap. I'm tired. I'm cranky, right? Because you've been doing this, or you know, you've been doing whatever, and you can move through that. But when you're just in this space where you're like, oh, now I have to like wake up and figure this out, and I don't know, and I'm like, why am I so slow, or why am I here? Like, it just, compassion. You gotta practice compassion with yourself. But we're gonna get more information after I get a little sip from my poppy. Not sponsored, but if they want to, I'm here. Okay, so guys, your pile really shoddy. You already got 2 cards here that jumped with this one, so let's organize all of this. Let's put one here and one here. So let's go. Right? Any doubles? All right. I mean, but 3 of this one. Okay, let's just go, Carla. Magnificence. Like, wow, you know, I love that there's this more of that white energy, the white veil, the clear quartz, the white flower, the white butterfly. There's this white color might be really significant for this pile. This clarity, this purification, this just clearing all that debris, because, you know, when frustration and judgment and annoyance and pointing fingers at yourself and just like putting yourself down because of whatever is not letting you blossom. Like, look at this plant is literally magnificent. I've seen it in person and it's so beautiful and so unique. And when we go back to the example of like, will you be yelling at this plant like, oh my God, you're not like blossoming right now? Like, what's wrong with you? Is the plant less magnificent because it took a little bit longer to blossom? Because it didn't blossom at your timeline? The plant just needs to be. The plant just needs to blossom and grow in its own time. And we practice compassion with it. We go visit it, we go talk to it, we nourish it, we water it, we enjoy the process. Sacred reverence. And this is an 11. Sacred reverence. Like, you are sacred. You are magnificent. You deserve compassion. You deserve maybe a clean slate. This, for some of you, this could be about having that feeling of like, and again, this is a feeling, a perception. I think I wanna use that word more, because those feelings like, oh, I feel like, it's just your perception. You can shift your mindset and that feeling shifts. The mind and the emotions are connected. And you have to feed your heart compassionate thoughts. You treat yourself with sacred reverence. Look how magnificent you are. You have the key to the entire world locked right into your heart. But when you like throw yourself to the floor, when you kick yourself, when you feel you're down, where your perception is like you're down, I'm down, I'm gonna kick myself for it. No, you deserve compassion. Look, if you feel whatever type of way you feel it. But feel it with compassion. You know, have the conversation. Like, again, like a friend. Like, why are you feeling that way? Talk to me. Why are you feeling that way? Why are you feeling so magnificent? Why aren't you feeling so sacred? And we got the Night Queen. With the squirrel. Oh, and the ivy. Yeah. A lot of you might also feel like you're kind of in the dark. Maybe it does feel like it's funny because so much white and then it's getting darker, but it's kind of like you have to light, you know, your own light, and your light, it's in your heart. And when you are throwing so much debris, crap, stuff that muddies and dirties and just, I don't know if dirties is the right word, but you know what I mean. Like you're just covering that up, right? You have to clear it out. You have to clean it out. And for that, I feel like you have to have the right conversations with yourself about why are you feeling the way that you're feeling? Why are you feeling less magnificent than what you really are? And I feel that energy of the Night Queen has to do with like preparation for growth. And you can't take those steps forward into growth without an open heart, without a heart that is radiating light and love, right? Radiating your magnificent essence, your sacred your sacred essence. And it's in, you know, not necessarily, but it's in the thick of the night when we have those dreams, when we rest, when we can sometimes have those real conversations with ourselves, because the world for a couple of hours kind of like stops spinning, right? Everything is dark, everything is quiet, and all of a sudden you can just be. And when you be, when you just are, you can have all of these very clear, honest conversations with yourself. Even if it's just in your head, but I invite you to journal it. I invite you to maybe talk to it on a voice memo on your phone and listen back to it whenever you're ready. Sometimes it's like, oh, I said all of that, I don't want to hear that. But allow yourself to listen to it at some point. You can process this and release it so you can light your way forward. Look how there is so much light around here. White light too. And it's funny, there's like little parts that are more lighted up, and it's also very white energy. And this is the other part, like ivy starts to grow and it starts to look for the light. And if there's no light to follow, right? If your heart is covered in mud, then there's you can't light your path forward. And you get stuck in that frustration, in that like, why am I here? All of that like static energy, like the white noise. Ooh, white noise, white. And we got run, focus. Yeah, focus. Focus on where you're going. Focus on the pearls of wisdom that you've collected. Like, you're magnificent. Look at the cards that are popping up for you. Like, where are you going? Just focus there. But allow your heart to be cleansed in the process so it can guide you forward. It's funny because she's leading from her heart. She's not even looking. She's just going. She's leading from the heart. Pearls on her head, pearls on her chest, white pearls. That required so much time, so much effort to gather those pearls, to create that crown, to create that necklace. And in real life, each one of those pearls took so long to be created, but it's beautiful, it's magnificent. And maybe I'm gathering that's an energy here of like maybe you feel you're late, right? That you wasted so much time, that it feels like starting from scratch, but you're not starting from scratch. I love, there's this reader that always says, You're starting from wisdom. I forget exactly how. And I love that because it's true. Starting from 0 is you being a mermaid with no necklace and no crown. Right? But you've created those pearls, the pearls of wisdom, the pearls of strength, the pearls of your magnificent self. You have the keys. You can do this. It's just your perception is a little clouded, muddied in the dark. You have to have very heartful communication with yourself, like an open heart communication with yourself about it. Altar of Earth, limitless prosperity. This is the universe telling you straight up that everything is possible, that you don't have to be so hard on yourself. That is just a perception shift. Just a perception shift. That you can really ground this. Like, I feel like you are probably not in this space that you think you are. You know, when you think you have less than what you truly have, or that you're less advanced than you truly are. Yeah. For some reason, I got this energy of, and this probably is not gonna be for a lot of you, but an energy of like, where you're at right now, you're not gonna be there for much longer because something is coming in that is going to shift your perception really quickly as well. Like, it's going to show you, stop thinking that you're here starting out, because you're actually around here, on your way here, or maybe here. Like, you keep thinking that you're not even on the screen. Like, you just, I mean, I'm all about throwing a tantrum whenever you need to do so, but do so with the intention of moving through it, not staying stuck in there. And I think that's one of the main energies here. The wheel, reindeer, the caribou. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. I love it because it's such a confirmation as a reader to pick up that energy, and then the next card just like, yeah. So this is exactly what's going to happen. Okay, you're gonna be like in that space of like, really, am I this? And all of a sudden, bloop, something's gonna come in. Expect a sudden positive. Oh my God, I got really excited. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. And for some of you, I feel like, yes, maybe it's kind of starting from scratchy, but again, you do have a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. And I think that that's going to help you. Like, you have the key. It's like forgetting that you have the key. It's like, oh yeah, I'm here and I know everything and I can do it. But oh my God, this door is locked and I can't get in. And if I can't get in, like, what's the freaking point? Like, I've done all of this and I'm here and now I'm stuck and like, I can't, like, whatever, I don't. And the universe is like, everything is possible. There's limitless potential in front of you. You have the freaking key to the door. And you know what? We're sending you someone with like the master key. Not only to the room, but for the entire place. You're welcome. And you got 2 10s here, because this is a 10. So these 2 cards are connected. Of abundance, of something coming in that is going to change things for the positive real quick. I don't know, maybe you forgot the key at home. I don't know. Something is coming in. Something is coming in that's going to unlock all of this for you. Determination. Yes. This is why that whole thing about like being compassionate with yourself is so important, because the moment you throw enough mud at your own heart and then at your own light, you risk the chance of like being like, okay, whatever, I'm not going for it. Like, you know, you lose the focus, you lose the determination, and you're not in that like awesome, receiving, excited energy, right? And isn't it better to like being excited about life and receive a surprise that's just like you're here and then boom, you're here. How do I do this? You're here in excitement, right? And your own energy, excitement, and then boom, here. Instead of like, oh, I'm down here, and then like, oh yeah, that's nice. You could be up here energetically, right? And even if nothing is really happening, isn't it better to just feel happy? Isn't it better to just feel excited? Isn't it just better to feel at peace? Isn't it just better to just feel like you have your own back no matter what? I think so. And we got here the King of Earth, which is more of that abundance energy here, limitless prosperity type of energy. I feel like it could also mean that this is like an earth sign coming through for you with that key, or with that wheel, or with that fruit, or with that coin. Something that is going to allow you to move forward into the future, because you've been working really hard for it. I feel like that's also why you're so frustrated and about to just like, okay, like, did I really just waste all of this time? You didn't. I think the universe, the first thing it wants to tell you is like, you didn't waste any time. All of that you went through was necessary to get you to where you're going. There are a lot of lessons and wisdom and experiences that you collected that are going to help you get to where you're going. So no, you did not waste time. You were actually on your way towards what you want, just not maybe in a way that you were fully aware of, or maybe it felt like all over the place. So you're like, how is all of that connected? Maybe one day it'll make sense. But you have to have compassion with yourself and allow this process to unfold, to focus with determination and trust in yourself, and trust in the clarity and the purity of your own light and your own heart, that things are moving for you. There's change coming. It's like you're getting this, it feels like passing a threshold, you know, like whatever this story was, however you collected all of these pearls, you're graduating from it, and they're giving you a key, they're giving you whatever is coming, whatever you need to enter this new space, which is a very abundant space. These cards are like talking about so much abundance and the harvest of your fruits. It's interesting, there's a little butterfly here. Like, you got this. Don't lose focus. Don't lose determination. Take care of your heart. Take care of yourself, of the process, you know. Do what you need to do for you to stay in alignment with this, to have the patience, to have the compassion, to wait at the door until that key is found, until that King of Earth comes with the key, whatever that situation is. But something is, and the volcano here, like something is coming. Something is moving forward. Something is coming to a peak. All right, and you got 0303, just like a 33, taking chances, see? success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, oh my God, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks and opportunities that could change your life for the better. I feel that's talking about this thing that's coming through. And this is why you have to clear your energy, because something comes through and you're like, whatever, I'm like not in that space. Like, and then you let an opportunity pass you by. Don't let that happen. Oh my God. Didn't I say like a threshold? And I said a threshold because 10 and 10, it's like a 1 and a 1. So it's like 11. So it's like, you know, the threshold. And this is an 11 here too. So it's like 11, 11. And what we got here? 11, 11. Wish come true. Oh my God, please, please, please don't give up. Moderation, patience. Yeah, impatience here and patience here. Flowing. And I love flowing because we got a mermaid. Oh, and the lava flowing too. Self-realization, right? That self-realization of like having more compassion with yourself, having more compassion with the process, understanding that where you're at right now is absolutely not where you're going to be standing very, very soon. It feels kind of soon, but we'll ask the tarot more. Manifestation, gateway. Oh my God, taking action. I can't. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. See, that King of Earth. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time, in front of that door, complaining about not having the key. And King of Earth's like, oh, she does not have the key here. This is the master key. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Yes, it's a gift coming. Something's coming. Amazing. I love this. Can I claim this reading? And please and thank you. This is great. 2323, which is funny. It's a 5-5, which is what? A 10. Yeah, I love it. Okay, endless cycles. Okay. Charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive circumstances, and patterns. Okay, that could also be in connection to why you're feeling frustrated, because it might seem that you've been through cycles. And it's funny, they're presenting like each pearl as a cycle, and you're like, oh my God, can I stop making pearls so I can make the freaking jewelry already? Type of energy. And it's like, you're good. It's coming. Like you've already paid your creating pearls dues, and now you get to the studio, and maybe that's what you're waiting for, the key of the studio. It's like, oh my God, I have all the tools there, and maybe there's a teacher, the King of Earth, who's going to give you more tools and more resources, and it's going to teach you how to create this bigger visions that you had, because you know the jewelry, you do make jewelry, but it's not like what you envision, and like this is, and you're ready for that next step, right? And you're like about to just whatever, I'm gonna go back home. Don't stay by the door. There's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. Then you make a change and the world around you follows. I love that, because we were talking about like just have more compassion with yourself, create that shift, you know, you attract more, I don't know that phrase, but you know, the honey phrase, attract goodness and bees, whatever, with the honey, then vinegar. Whoever knows it, please put it in a comment. But yeah, it's like, it's okay. Just release that energy of the past, of the patterns. Just clear that energy for yourself and just get ready to receive. Like, this is just have that faith, you know? Oh my God, more gifts here. Give yourself the gift of patience. For success is often found in the journey, not the destination. And I love that, the general essence. Wait, what? I'm not sure if I said that in the intro or in pile number 1. So maybe there's something there for you. But yes, it is about the journey. So don't get angry with the process that you've been through. I feel like you're not going through it again. So don't, if that's why you feel impatient, and the impatience is coming because you feel like you're going to go through the same pearl making cycle all over again, don't. Start practicing more compassion, start clearing your energy, start clearing your heart energy. Trying to see, like, yeah, I feel like just meditations, surrounding yourself with white light can be really beneficial. Spending time in nature, doing so can actually magnify the process and help you transmute things even faster, because the earth absorbs all these energies and nourishes you with more fertile, positive energies. And just have patience, because something's coming for sure. Like, it's very clear. You know, like there's readings that you're like, something's coming. Yeah, something's coming. But then this reading is like, no, something's coming. Just calm down. Don't get too upset about stuff. You know, focus on determination with compassion. Will move you, like, will give you what you need. I feel like you feel stuck and you feel like you're about to go backwards. It's like, you're not going backwards. You're good. The key is coming. It's funny because here there's like a reindeer too. The king of earth is bringing this change. It's bringing the prosperity. Oh my God. And this could be you too. Like, you know, in the sense of like, you're getting these gifts and you're getting this abundance energy and you're grounding your vision. Like the King of Pentacles is the ultimate of all the pentacles, right? It's like he made it. He worked for everything. He has his kingdom, his lands, his abundance, you know, his fruit, his gold. He's passionate about his journey, right? How he got there, and what he has is this beautiful energy that probably needs to be embodied. But I feel like it could also be someone in connection to what's coming in, of that key that's coming in, that's going to support you. Another king over here, King of Cups. Yep. More of that energy. So it could be a King of Cups or a King of Earth. Maybe this is you again, like maybe you're a water sign or an earth sign. Shout out to my male audience. If you're a male, like maybe you're or identify with the divine masculine energy, a water sign or an earth sign, shout out to you. Yeah, look at the pearl. He's holding the pearl. It's like, this is the ultimate pearl. Come on. It's like, here, this is the last pearl you needed. You don't have to go through the process of creating the pearl. I got you. Here's the last pearl. Here's the key. Go make your beautiful necklace. Go make your beautiful crown. I feel this is more of a crown. This is like sovereignty. This is full abundance. This is being in your power fully. Oh my God, these cards. Lots of people coming through. Queen of Wands. You can be a fire sign. Or this could be a person coming in. And this is all about creation, about confidence, about that determination. Look how it ended, like landed right here. Wow, what in the world is happening? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, more prosperity. Look how she landed on top of the king. Like, this could be a match made in heaven type of energy. Something that is really going to help you create. Like, there's this energy of fertility, in the sense of you got everything. Like, here's the last pearl, here's the key. You can unlock the world, you know, earth, limitless prosperity. There's something coming in. Look at this very fruitful tree with, it's already giving fruit on the ground to be picked up, to be eaten, to be enjoyed, to be used in creation, right? We keep talking about these pearls and the crown and the necklace, but what about this pears? Like maybe we're baking them, maybe we're making a pie, maybe, you know, maybe we're just eating them, maybe we're making a beautiful basket to share with people. We share with people. This could be several resources coming through, or this could be just the energies that you're embodying of compassion, of stability, of creation, of fertility, of abundance. It's like maybe the whatever was not fully in alignment before, it comes into alignment. Because let's say like water and fire is like, maybe it's very, the energies are fighting itself, right? They can create beautiful things together in the right balance. There is creation and useful energies to connect with. I think it like as a sauna, right? In a sauna, you can go in and it's wellness and it's warm and it's detoxing and you can relax and it's nice. And that's like the energy of heat, of fire with water and the vapor, right? But too much of it, and then it's just like, you don't, you know. Yeah, okay. So the pearl, it's like that thought of like, because the lack of compassion or that energy of like the frustration and impatience and all of that we talked about, of like, oh my God, am I going to have like to create another pearl? Like, am I going through this cycle again? Like, what's happening? Kind of like dampens your creative energy, your power, your sovereignty. Okay. And it's like this very compassionate, beautiful energy, this very creative, also very powerful energy. They, in that frequency of impatience, of frustration, they don't come together to create something in full alignment, you know, that is warm, that is inviting, that is, I keep hearing, I don't know, useful, I don't know what words to use, but all of a sudden it's like there's this alignment. It all clicks into place. There's a lot of like soul searching and grounding that needs to happen from your heart into your solar plexus, and sacral into the root chakra energy. But I feel like this is as easy as clearing your heart, as adding that compassion element. Because when that light, white light starts pouring from your heart, it's not that you have to go through that process of clearing all of them and aligning all of them. It's just that one thing is just blurring the rest, and something comes in and shoo, it moves through faster. So that's why it's so important, because when this thing comes in, right, the wheel, when you're in receptivity, because you're in a better vibration, you'll probably, you know, be more aware of the opportunity in front of you. There's more chances of you taking it, and everything shifts. It's kind of rebirthing, like you're stepping into a new place. You graduated. Take a chance on yourself. Your wishes are coming true. This is not an endless cycle. What you need is being provided, okay? And look at the bottom, we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's a brand new beginning. Like you're there. You're pretty much kind of there. It's just like your perception of where you're at. And it's funny because we started the reading saying that you feel like you're farther down the road than where you're at. And you're at this threshold, you're standing in front of it. But maybe you haven't noticed. Maybe you're looking another way. There's a perception shift that needs to happen, and it happens through the heart. it happens through compassion. Wow, pile number 2. This is a great reading. You got a lot of support, and you're about to enter such a beautiful, magnificent space in your life. But you have to participate by clearing yourself, having compassion with yourself, and trusting that something great is happening for you because you're allowing yourself to receive it and experience it. You're not making pearls anymore. You already made all of the pearls. You get to create now. You get to see your wishes come true. And on that note, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. If you ever want a one-on-one reading, you can book yours on sparklingcarla.com. You can follow me on Instagram at sparklingcarla. You can also subscribe to my newsletter on my link in bio on Instagram or on my website for like updates. I send like once or twice a month. Please do like, share, and subscribe. If anything came through for you during this reading, I love reading your comments and I respond to all of them. And if you think someone might benefit from this reading, please do share the wealth. The more we interact with these content, the more we can share these messages with more people. And I appreciate that so much, especially with you guys, because you guys seem to have the key of the world. Alrighty, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you pick Rhiannon with Enchantment and the Mookaite stone crystal, this is your reading. So straight out of the bat, it's like you are on your way towards something. And okay, we're gonna pick the cards together. Let me focus on both things. It's like you're already on your way, right? She is on top of a horse. This is a scene that is like fast moving, but it's faster than, you know, than walking. And it's like you're following this like little voice in your head that is fueling you. And there's this oh God. This is like this energy of, cause see, there's 2 birds, one on her shoulder, one in front of her. There's 2 energies here. One is about you being like minding your own business, and then something comes in with more information that kind of like fuels you. And there's also the duality of like what to do. Am I going to continue here, or am I going to take this new thing that is coming in, this new direction that is coming in? Starting to forget the readings, but there's the reading that is a collective reading for initiations. You might want to listen to that one because it talks about this enchanted threshold that you're crossing. And there's this energy here of like allow yourself to maybe explore what's opening in front of you rather than staying on the same path, I want to say. So maybe this energy is talking about like, how can you ground your vision? Like maybe you have to leave the place, situation, or process you're currently in and that you have navigated for a while now in order to experience the next level that is connected to what you want to achieve. And again, there's so much white. you might want to listen to pile number 2, because the white came through a lot, and it's like it's getting this hints of yellow that also connect to one of the cards there, and it's also connected to the coming in. The coming in was with the yellow. It was like pears. They were like yellow pears, and that was something that was coming in. Like this yellow bird is coming in, and I feel like you're kind of content. I feel like maybe you didn't see this opening, this threshold. It feels like that happy-go-lucky energy. You're like, okay, I'm like going on my journey. I'm on my horse. This is nice. It's okay. It's kind of dark, but you're like, I know the place. I'm not scared. I know where everything is. I'm safe. I'm gonna keep going. And then this bird comes like, there's this other place that you can go. And you're like, what? But I know this place and I like this place. I'm fine here. But it's like, you already know the land. And it seems to me that you wouldn't be trying to ground something or figure out how to ground it if that land had given you the keys and the resources to do so. Maybe it did give you some lessons, some clarity, right? You have clarity. I feel like you do have clarity, and that you're good where you're at, and like you're good with the, you know, with the journey, with the process type of thing. But there's like something opening up for you that maybe you weren't expecting or even aware of. Like there is this energy that is like, I had no clue, and then bam, this came through, and you're like, oh, I hadn't seen this that way, or I hadn't thought about that possibility, or I hadn't, that type of energy. I think like you have, yeah, you have a lot of clarity. But it's like you've there's an energy of like, I mean, like you've mastered where you're at and you're good with it. And you're like, part of you is like, I'm fine staying here and figuring it out from here. But it's like, nope, there's this other place, there's this other thing, there's this other opportunity, there's this communication, this information, something that comes through. And it also sparks, this is the thing, like this is kind of like the before and the after, because before you're like, I'm cool, I'm fine, I'm here, I like it, I know the land, I'm not scared. And then this comes through and it sparks something in you. It sparks something in the vision. You're like, oh, right, I never thought that, you know, I've covered everything here. So it must mean that I have to go someplace else to collect something else. Like I'm seeing it as like a video game too. It's not like, oh, this is not where I collect the treasure. And it's like, it's fine. You have to go through that level to get to the treasure, right? No one is like, oh, you messed the game up, you didn't get the treasure in that level. No, you have to pass the level in order to get to the next level. And like, I don't know why, I don't know if it always, no, not always. But right now I'm seeing like Mario Brothers, and you know how the worlds literally change. Like there's the classic world, and then there's the very dark world. And they're just the underwater world. And they're all very different. There's the cloud world. So that thing, it's like you've mastered, I don't know, the classic world or the dark world, because it has those colors. Like when you're inside the castle and everything's like gray and dark, and you got the little fires. And the little fires, the little yellow, jumping around. Yeah, I will continue to sing until the card comes up. Right? I think that's the so that's the energy. Like you were having fun, you're fine, you're like, I'm gonna get the treasure, and then it's like, hold on, there's this tunnel here that takes you to this other land, and you level up, and you're like, excuse me, what? I thought I just needed what? and it sparks something. It feels really uplifting energy. You're not like, oh what, damn, no. Like it's actually, it sparks more of your vision, of your thoughts about it, of your creativity, of the confidence. Like it's kind of like, it's exciting. And I think it's mostly exciting because, you know, when you're not expecting anything and something comes through that just adds more to what you're magnetizing and manifesting, you're just like, wow, yes, damn, I didn't think about it, but this is exciting, this is cool. Like there's that energy of sparking something within yourself, but then there's that choice, right? Are you gonna jump through the tunnel, or are you gonna stay exploring this land, right? Maybe there's an update to the game and something shifts, something changes, and you get a treasure here too. And you're like, oh, maybe I'll stay here and wait for that. I don't know, but that vibe. All right, almost done. Yeah, it's funny because the enchantment part is also about like, and I'm hearing this song, anything could happen, anything could happen, you know? Like you're in this space and it feels kind of dark. I don't feel you're scared or upset about it though. Like you're just going with it. You're moving through it. It feels really optimistic, the energy, you know, like you're okay. You're not even expecting this, but once it comes through, it sparks something. It makes the journey more magical. Like I feel like some of you don't even expect this happening or coming through, or like again, or something that you never thought of. It's just like new information that is opening up this world of possibilities, this extra layers. It's like, yeah, you're receptive, you're clear and you're receptive. And on that part, congratulations, because sometimes it takes a bit to be in that space of like, I'm good, I'm open, you know, to receive whatever is next. And whatever is next is right here. Okay, well, these cards took a bit to come out, I feel. But you guys are a well-behaved pile. We're just like one card of each. Okay, and we got Magnificence, and I did say you should check pile number 2, and now with even more reason because this card came up in pile number 2, and I was talking about, oh look, a lot of white and a white butterfly, and there's this beautiful colorful plant, the bird of paradise. Oh my god, and it's a bird of paradise, a bird coming through with the colors, right? She's a lot of blue and a lot of white, this yellow coming in, this new information, this new spark. And it's like something magnificent. Yes, I'm getting that energy of like, oh my god, of enchantment, of wow, of magnificence, of like this thing that's coming in is like, whoa. I think that you should check pile number 2, and I don't think the entire reading is for you. I feel like when I talk about something coming in, pay attention to that. But, you know, pay attention to the entire reading because obviously there might be something else for you in there, especially with all the white, because I also covered that there. Maybe it could be a good reminder, or it could show you the process that you've been through and that maybe you've conquered that part, and you'll receive. There's like interconnection with those readings. Oh my goodness. Talking about interconnection, the land between. It's like, this is why it's dark. It's like you're in that threshold. Didn't I say enchantment, threshold? The initiation reading. You listen to that one too. It's like you're in the in-between land. It's like, I got this covered. I'm good. I'm trusting. I'm clear. I'm receptive. I'm just waiting for that thing to come through that is gonna give me the next step, the next like key, the bridge that is gonna connect me, the tunnel and the and you go in and you appear in the new world. It's like you're here and going into the new world. I love it. Oh my God. Got 8 with influence. Starting to see more greens too. It's because you're so open, see, receptive to this information that is coming in. It's funny because it's like white hair. Yeah, some information is coming in from an unexpected source, because look at these two characters, you know, very different characters, a fairy and the grasshopper. And then we got Rhiannon and the yellow bird, like different entities, right? This is coming from like, it feels again like you don't see it coming, or you didn't expect it, or like you didn't even think about that, like something that is just like, oh, what? Right. Root of earth, inspired action. This is an 11 card. We also got 11s in pile number 2. And I'm being called to say, and pile number 1 too. So if you felt cold, like check these readings out. If by any chance you were like, I'm unsure which one to pick, and now it's like you're getting confirmation that there is a message there for you. I mean, you can listen to all of them too if you want to. There might be something in each of them for you. But root of earth, inspired action. Yeah. I think it's like whatever comes in, again, like I was saying, it's like it sparks something in you. You're excited about it. You're like, it kind of like opens your mind, and then it just inspires your next step. And ultimately what you're doing is just shifting into this other place, into this other energy, into this other world, into this other level. See, he's also really excited. There's this like very grateful energy, very excited energy, very receptive, very open, very pure, kind of like, oh, this came through, and you're like, cool, yeah. 3 of earth, miniature poodle dog. Your most satisfying and profitable career comes from following your passions, listening to your heart, and doing what brings you joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. Love it. Yeah, so for sure, if you were called for pile number 1, do pile number 1 too. Or if you were just very cold to it and you were like, nah, not really, pile number 2. Because this energy came through, this card came through in pile number 2 though, so. But yeah. And I think you're already kind of that frequency. But they're like, again, the 3 of Pentacles is like, there was already a start, right? You've already been through a world. You've already mastered it. And then comes like this other thing that is nourishing you to continue to create something with this new information or new knowledge or new resources that come in. And I feel this is just confirmation to keep following, because I feel this energy really very, very open and very receptive. Like, even if you're not doing it fully consciously, I feel like you're following those heartfelt nudges. You're like, and again, all these flowers, you're following inspired action. Like, you've been doing it kind of naturally or consciously. Like, you feel like, oh, I should take a left, and you take a left. And you're okay with it, and you're fine, and you don't fight it. You're clear and you're receptive. So this is confirmation to keep doing that. And that when this thing comes through, to also connect to that inspired action energy, which I feel is like, listen to the little bird and take a risk. Check out that other world, level up, you know, and we say level up, but it's like change the level, you know, like change the world, it's going through the tunnel type of thing. And this is the 9 of Earth, which is abundant and gives. She also has ivy around. This reading very much connected to pile number 2 in some way. We got ivy over there too. But yeah, I feel like this is that offering, that thing that comes through. And I feel like you are open to it. See, she's wearing more white. Her third eye is open, which is why you can receive these actions, right? And that's why they're called inspired actions, because you're not fully like over analyzing it. You're just going with it. I feel like this is such like just a reading of confirmation of like, yay, you're doing it. Keep at it. Things are coming that are going to make you change lands. Like you're in the land in between right now. And you're doing a great job at staying calm, at staying clear, at staying grounded. And soon enough, something will come in that is going to move you into the next land, the next level, the next world. You know, you're gonna harvest something. You're gonna be offered something. You're gonna get a prize for something. You know, there's like accomplishment and success. We got 1331, which is a 4-4, and we also got 444 here. We also got the 444 energy in the first reading. So again, good fortune. This is what I'm saying. Advice, comfort, major change, individuality, independence. I like this advice part because that could be something that comes in that you're like, huh, a good advice, and you're like, oh, I'll follow that. You know, comfort, because I feel like you're comfortable and not in a too comfortable way. Like you're just very comfortable in your own energies and in receptivity and in clarity and moving through inspired action through that, and it's bringing things into fruition for you. You might be in the land in between right now, which feels a little dark, right? The threshold, but it's like you're trusting it. And major change, I'm telling you, it's like you're changing lands, you're changing landscape. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. Keep trusting. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep trusting. The sands of time slip through your fingers. Hold tightly to each precious grain, for they are the cherished echoes of tomorrow's reminiscence. I don't know why that's also connecting me to pile number 2, because we talked about pearls. Pearls are from the sand or experience. They're also white, more white energy over here. And that's the thing, and I think like you kind of have that. And if not, it is a great reminder to look at the journey and look at everything that you've accomplished. I think like there's a story here of like your journey of the beauty that you've created, of the lands that you've been at, of the friends that you've made, through the advice coming in. Oh my God, the advice coming in. The advice coming in, I love it. This could be very simple, something like that. Something gives you this advice that you're like, whoa, what a game changer. And it inspires your next move. So stay receptive. Keep staying receptive, I have to say, because you feel like you're already very receptive. You're going to receive abundance, advice, recognition, you know, and it's a beautiful thing to honor your journey because it took you here. And, you know, maybe that classic first level was like that practice that you needed in order to go into the dark castle and master that one, and then jump into the water one, and then all of a sudden you're in the big castle and you rescue the princess, you know, and then you're like, okay, I need to buy a new game. And I love that this is a 4-4, which would be an 8, And here we have an 8. We also got 8-9 energy, 3-4 energy, which is saying, you know, talking about progression. It could also talk about different stages, again, because this is collective. Like some of you might be in the 3-4, some of you in the 8-9. Some of you might be connected to the number 7s. Number 7s. It's number 7. It's not here, but you might be at a personal level. Yeah. Or yeah, or number 8. 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's the collective energy. 7, 8. It's like there's something coming, there's a harvest coming that is going to inspire your next action forward. And I feel like it's going to spark that like confidence and excitement and passion all over again. Because you're good, but this comes through and it kind of like sparks you again. And you're like, I'm excited, let's go. Okay, so let's wrap this up with some tarot. What else does pile number 3 need to know? Yeah, someone comes in bearing advice, bearing fruit, bearing a gift, a prize, a pentacle, a message, more ivy. There's this growth that is happening and it's very organic, it's very open. And again, this might feel like you're changing worlds, but you bring in the wisdom of the land that you've already conquered. This is like the continuation of your story. You're still in the same video game, right? But you're going into new levels, into new worlds, into new lands, into more of your colors. Oh my God, it's like you're uploading the colors. You see, this is very like black and white in a way. There's yellow coming in, and then in time it's like the magnificence of the bird of paradise. It's like she has red lips, so maybe more red will come in, orange will come in, you know. And you can see it with the flowers too, all these colors, all this growth, all these plants, all this, like there's growth and there's color coming in. But it's not only because of this advice or whatever that comes in, it comes in because it sparks this next step, this inspired action in you that creates more of that energy and more things to come through for you. Yep. It's like entering this new land where you're going to harvest. Yeah, like maybe for some of you, this is like moving from the planning phase into the actual creation of this, the actual doing of this, alchemy, like using the experience that you have from that land in this other land. And there's 2 cups here, which reminds me of the 2 of Cups, which is so connected to the lovers. It's like something else, someone else coming in and helping you, even if it's just with a piece of advice. Okay, so some of you might not feel as happy-go-lucky, but maybe you are. You're just kind of resignated in a way, and you're just walking through it. But there's this yellow again, this yellow right here, this yellow pentacle, this yellow bird, this yellow energy that it's, you know, this sun rising that sparks this inspired action. All of a sudden you're like, this is a church. I have a home, I have warmth, I have the level up. You're changing scenarios. You're changing from being outdoors and cold into warmth, into protection. Someone is probably in there that is going to help you, that is going to give you advice, that is going to give you the phone number for this person, or is going to help you get home, right? To help you get home. Like, yeah, it's just an experience. But there's good fortune. There's help, there's advice, there's resources. Again, here, Page of Cups, that energy of like something coming through out of nowhere. That energy is very big here, out of nowhere. It's like you're going through your thing, like maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you, because I'm feeling like a similar energy, even though it's different feelings. Like some of you are like happy-go-lucky, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm moving forward. Some of you are like, this is tough, or it has been tough. And maybe you're just having a great attitude about it, because I don't feel a lot of heaviness from it. But you know, some of you might have gone through your more harsh process to figuring out that level, you know, like everyone could play the same video game, the same level, and some will pass it really quickly, some will like fall in the same corner a million times before they get it, you know, type of thing. But the thing is that things are moving forward. It's more white with the snow, like there is purification. Snow purifies. Snow is right before, in the winter, right before the spring, when all of these flowers come through. And I think that's the other essence of this card, of telling you that you're shifting lands, that you're shifting worlds, that you're shifting seasons in your life. And you got the Six of Swords, which is literally what we're saying, moving into another land in connection to your heart, right? Your heart is guiding you forward. She's dressed in white. That sword, white light. And even though it's dark, just like we talked here, even though it's dark, you're moving forward with an open heart, knowing that, you know, this is almost over. You're almost at that threshold where you're gonna, you know, threshold here, that you're gonna enter this new reality, this new home, this new space. Yeah. Wishes are coming through, resources are coming through, inspiration is coming through, rebalancing is coming through, and mostly you have to just stay. There's a lot of energy coming, lots of energy, but I'm gonna stay to this, the Queen of Swords. This could be in connection to whoever is coming in with the advice. Funny because she's receiving a bird too. How she's receiving a bird. The sword. It's like that advice that comes in that guides you forward into this new land, into this new season of your life, that helps in that process. And as long as you stay grounded and clear and in your truth, with that openness and receptivity that we've been talking about from the beginning, you know, more things will come through. It's like the yellow, the blue. More colors will come through, more information will come through, more happiness will unfold, like new opportunities. It's funny because you got the 5 and you got the 1. That's 6 pentacles. That's rebalancing, that's generosity, that's help, that's give and take. So if you're in that side of the collective, which I don't feel is a lot of you, that are kind of like, oof, this is tough. I'm good, I'm doing the thing, but this is tough. Know that this thing coming in is gonna shift everything. It's going to balance everything. You don't have whatever your moving through, you won't have to move through it anymore. Ooh, this might take a little bit of time. But not so much, actually. Between 1 and 6 months, this development might happen. 1 to 6 months. Alrighty, with that, I'll leave you. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your energy with me. I hope this reading resonated with you and it's helping you ground more of your vision for your beautiful, beautiful life. If you ever want a one-on-one reading with me, you can do so by booking on sparklingcarla.com. You can follow me on Instagram for more kind of like day-to-day stuff, more 3D life stuff. You can sign up for my newsletter. I only send like once or twice a month, so I'm not gonna spam you. You can do so on my link in bio on Instagram or on my website, sparklingcarla.com. If anything here resonated with you, please feel free to share a comment. I love reading your comments. I respond to all of them. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, and if you think someone can benefit from this reading, from maybe finding some guidance and advice on how to ground their own vision, please do share it. Thank you so much for your love, for your support, for being here and sharing your energy with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.